Oh, that is awesome.
Dun, dun, dun. Mary, Mary. Dun,
Max,
dun,
pay
dun,
attention.
dun.
What the?
What is that?
Table over there. All right, get up, Max.
There's a story here.
Yeah, I'll tell the story.
If you didn't say Trey was an airplane mechanic, helicopter.
So,
Wait a minute. Oh, this is so cool.
Oh my God. Oh. We're good. You guys landed.
So, many of you may know that both myself, this is myself and Trey's gift to Max on the occasion of his retirement. So many of you may know that myself, Trey, and Max are all former soldiers, and there's a tradition in the Army when you leave a unit or when you retire to give a retirement gift. And normally, it's usually a little bit of tongue-in-cheek, right? You want to send that guy or gal off in the right way. So we wanted to, you've had many jobs, as you've told us many times, you know, you had a tough time holding a job. We all understand why that's a fact, right?
Because it's far too easy to fire and have people in this country.
But your career in aviation, we wanted to recognize your career in aviation. So this is our compilation of your career and to commemorate your career in aviation. We know your dad started you flying.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you learned on a Champ. I believe it was
Luscombe.
The closest I could get to that was a 172, and I know you flew
I've
172.
got plenty of time in those.
So if you look at the thing, this is a 172 to mark the beginning of Max's aviation career. And as we all know, hugely successful, captain on an A320, and that's your A320 right there. And we all know he has a love of models. Both of those are models that were built and painted for this. We also know that Max did have a career flying where he wasn't in the cockpit and he was behind a controller with his very, very good friend Ken. And he has the wall of shame in the TARDIS.
Upside down, Max. I'll fly it upside down. What could go wrong?
You got to wonder, the guy who can't fly a radio-controlled airplane was flying 300 passengers. We need to talk to JetBlue about that. I'm not sure what kind of clearance they had, but this RC radio-controlled airplane propeller is to commemorate all those not so fine flying hours.
Fortunately for JetBlue, they never flew them inverted.
Without policy.
Although we heard that Max tried a couple of times.
Airbus just go over.
And we would be remiss. Max is a bastion of history, and I say this very lovingly. There's nothing he doesn't know about airplanes, and he's willing to share, which we all appreciate. So we had to have an historical piece. And this is a cylinder off of DC-3, an actual cylinder off of DC-3.
Wow.
Now you'll appreciate it now, and you will hate me and Trey when you try to pick this puppy up. Which was,
Ken, can you carry that in the car?
No, we already cut. Ken was this is all that.
Nah, you and Trey got it.
So the last thing I want, so again, to commemorate the beginning of your great aviation career, the end of your career, but the beginning of the next chapter of your life with Monica and your family and all your friends. The history, we hope that'll find a way into your history later on.
And there's a plaque too.
Yep. The last thing I'm going to ask you to do is to come around here and read the plaque out loud.
All right.
And this will be the culmination.
Captain Max Conkey, on the occasion of your retirement, the FAA and the NTSB have breathed a sigh of relief. As have I. Takeoffs equal landings. That's all that matters.
And no bent aluminum.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is going to look great in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Let's see, you need to sue your spouse for details.
Yeah.
So they got a little more engraving to do, huh?
Yeah, if you guys see me on the YouTube, the live stream tomorrow with an impression of one of these on my forehead, you'll know. She said no.
Are those cylinder fins markings on your forehead?
Technically cooling fins.
Now I gotta ask you, is anybody gonna notice this is missing?
The DC-3 when it doesn't fly.
Not anymore.
On a DC-3, they'll just go, oh, not again.
The statutes of limitations are up on this particular piece, so we're okay.
Or at least we think they're up on this particular piece.
Property of the United States Air Force.
I want to see how heavy it is.
It's heavy.
Oh, yeah.
This
don't
is from
think
the
I'll be
time
happy.
when manly men flew manly planes in a manly
that's
way.
from
The good thing about that is it's not likely Monica's going to get much of a
Ricky
throw out of
Nelson's
it.
too soon. Back when the first command the captain gave was clear prop.
There you go.
Just had to try. Just,
You got, no, I know. We actually tightened it up. So you sit there playing with
No,
it.
we're gonna do it. No, we're gonna do it.
Hey, actually, I have one quick anecdote about this.
Okay.
I'll add it to everyone, I guess. I actually worked briefly with float planes. This is years ago in Alaska. Not to upstage anything Max doing. I just thought this is a caveat. And I was actually responsible for fueling and doing maintenance on the float planes. I almost died once, but that's another story. And anyway, because you have to jump on the float planes, and I did it too aggressively as they're coming into the dock, and I whipped around, and I could have died. But the thing that really would have killed you easily is
But did you?
nope, I'm not a ghost. So this is there were these props, and believe it or not, when you had to do things like clean them, you had to be extremely careful because if you spun it, it started and you're dead. So it's very serious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mags off.
Mags off, but you could always have a hot peelie. You know.
True.
Well, remember the planes out at the Quincy Airport?
Oh, yeah.
People would actually
Yeah, prop
do
them
the-
off. I had to do it
Yep.
myself a few times.
Yep.
I would never do
You can
that.
always do the kids. You
Oh,
couldn't do
no,
it
we grew up
right.
watching
No.
people. That's how they cranked them up.
You couldn't
Just a
get.
piece of useful information. When you prop off an
Some of the
airplane,
old
you never
planes.
grab the prop. You always put your fingertips
Yeah.
on it. And
Even on model airplanes, you do that.
Yep.
Yes. Or chicken stick.
yeah,
a chicken
Stan, I could have
stick.
used that information a few years ago. We actually did every RC field. Every RC field has their guy with the scar.
Yeah.
Where a Kevlar prop on a gasser or something. Yeah.
I-
I mean, and we're talking
Max.
ambulances up. See,
Yeah,
we're
I actually
talking
had to.
ambulances and hospital visits and
And that's
Actually-
why I always fly electrics. Turn on the button.
I actually had a piece of prop stuck on my finger and didn't know it.
that is one brave
It wasn't
rabbit.
healing up, and I started poking around, and I pulled this
Well, we
long
haven't
piece of
shot
wood
it
out.
yet. It must be
He knows you've already ate. He's okay.
He knows he's safe.
Yeah, he came towards the end of the meal.
Okay, let's do the other gifts.
Okay.
We got more gifts.
Let's see.
Bring him over. Bring him over.
And y'all eat more cake, eat more food.
Yeah, we got a lot of food left over, guys.
Trust me, that will get taken care of.
Good. Don't be shy about it.
Where did that come from? That was really good. I've never had a cannoli cake.
Public.
Really?
Who brought me this one?
Guys,
We did. That
Oh,
was
okay.
that was
Guys.
Sherry and Wanda.
hurry up, Ian.
Oh.
Ian.
Ah, ha, ha.
Oh, let me see.
What's it
It
say?
goes
Oh
with
my
your
God.
shirt. It goes with your shirt.
What's it say?
Hold on, Max. I want to get a picture of
The
that.
legendary airline pilot has retired 2025.
Oh, that's good. That's adorable.
And then this is also from us.
Okay.
Yeah, open that
Card
one.
in there, honey? Where's the card?
The card is in here
Oh, okay.
Right here.
somewhere.
You wouldn't let me put any money in there, Max.
That's,
You put your cup in here just so
you're
you can
retiring.
work
Make
it.
sure to take advantage of all the benefits coming your way. Like gloating, for instance. Also taunting, and don't forget rubbing it in. Congrats.
That reminds me. I was going to get you a card. I saw one like that, but I decided I'm going to give you like $5.75 because they've gotten so expensive now. So I figured you'd rather have the cash.
True story. And he still got the card.
But I didn't get it. I saw it. I saw that card. Yeah, I thought about
That's
it.
funny.
We'll figure you have lots of time for
Oh, my
that.
sister and I 70th birthday party that we treated her out
barbecue
to. We got her
tool.
the same card.
That may come in handy.
Lots of time
Completely
tomorrow.
two different
Actually, we can
towns.
just park it right over there because that's the local barbecue grill.
Shows you they didn't have much of a selection on 70th birthday cards.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Max. This
We
is
have a
this
short,
gift has this gift has a little bit of a history.
Okay, this is from Ken.
This is from me, Steve, and Barry. We all got together and we chipped in on this. Unfortunately, one of them we don't know the location of. We got you two. It was coming, we think, from China, but we're not sure exactly. They screwed up the address. They put Steve's hometown in my street number.
Oh my! So you don't know where it is, huh?
Nobody knows exactly where it's at, other than the post office says it's on its way back to where it was coming from. So there's another gift coming I'm debating whether or not to tell you what it is. Okay, we
Don't.
won't.
Don't. Let's see if it
But
happens.
this one came about 2 weeks ago, and it is so cool. I showed it to my grandson. He's like, "Oh wow, that's awesome!" So
If it's grandson, cool.
you will probably like it.
You want to get over there with him?
Yeah.
So you're in there? There you go.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm trying to find a picture of the card.
Aero engine Rolls Royce Trent 900 1 to 125 scale.
Ooh. That's a nice.
Complete, and it works.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it has a little display stand.
Is it a real engine?
Well, it's electric. It does what you
Oh, okay.
That's going to look so cool behind me on the live stream spinning around.
That
Does
is-
it make,
that
does it
is
make the
really
rumbling
nice.
noise?
No, it doesn't make any noise.
Max will improvise.
Here, let me put it on there for you. I've been playing with it a few times myself.
Oh, Ken, you gave me your best secondhand toy.
You had to make sure it
I
worked.
kind of know how it goes on there. Okay, you hold it like that. Don't hold on to the moving part. All right.
Wow!
Oh,
That is so.
hey, is that the time machine? That's what it reminds me of.
It's got a little throttle down here. You can turn it up.
Okay, bring it back to flight idle.
Okay, you're gonna hypnotize people with that.
It's actually it's
Uh,
3D printed. I didn't print it, but everything in there is 3D printed except for the stand.
That is cool.
You know the difference between a jet engine and a jet pilot? Jet engine quits whining when it gets to the gate.
Now, there's only one thing missing from this, Max. I couldn't
The rest of
find-
the airplane?
I couldn't find it in time. No, but a couple of straws going into the front.
Oh, I can make that happen.
I thought you already did that.
We have, thank you guys, thank you very much. We have a little video presentation, which I made, so I've seen it like 300 times, so you guys can go ahead and, Bob, you want to start it? That's not getting old anytime soon. So I was using this to explain to my wife how a jet engine works, and she goes, "You don't have to explain that to me. These are the chompers you have to go through to get to the Omega 13.
Well, screw that!
Thank you.